In Hobbes' framework, absolute sovereignty is not a luxury, but a necessity, a singular, all-powerful authority designed to stave off the anarchy of the state of nature. Hobbes argues that without a centralized power, society would inevitably spiral into chaos, as individuals driven by self-interest would be locked in a relentless struggle for survival. This is why, in his view, the establishment of the Leviathan, an embodiment of absolute authority, is essential to maintain order and ensure collective security. The Leviathan represents the culmination of the social contract. Once individuals have agreed to surrender a portion of their natural freedoms for the sake of security, they collectively empower the sovereign to enforce laws and resolve conflicts. This sovereign, whether it takes the form of a monarch or a structured government, must wield unchecked power to effectively control the passions and ambitions of the populace. Hobbes contends that only an authority with absolute power can prevent society from descending back into the brutal state of nature, where every person is in constant conflict with every other. Moreover, absolute sovereignty under the Leviathan is envisioned as the guarantor of peace. By centralizing power, the Leviathan creates a stable environment in which laws are uniformly applied, ensuring that no individual or faction can dominate at the expense of others. The Leviathan's power is justified by its role in enforcing the social contract, a contract that, though it requires citizens to give up some degree of freedom, provides them with the ultimate benefit of security and order. In this arrangement, the peace and stability provided by the sovereign far outweigh the costs of limited personal liberty. Hobbes is clear. The authority of the Leviathan is not arbitrary, but a necessary condition for the preservation of society. Absolute sovereignty prevents the reemergence of the violent, chaotic state of nature by imposing a system of laws that all must obey. This concentration of power, while seemingly harsh, is intended to act as a bulwark against the relentless forces of disorder and conflict that would otherwise dominate human life. In essence, Hobbes' argument for the Leviathan is a radical call for a government that is both strong and unchallengeable. A government whose sole purpose is to secure the peace and protect its citizens from the natural condition of perpetual warfare. As we reflect on this idea, we are reminded of the enduring tension in political philosophy between the desire for individual freedom and the need for societal order. Hobbes challenges us to consider whether absolute authority, with all its potential for abuse, might be the only viable means of achieving lasting peace in a world prone to conflict.